But if I look at it, I think that they need to consider changing the name from the Lions to the Sisters to give it, so it's not a competing type of interest. It's really us saying this is our land, this is our territory, this is where we belong to, and we're just here to set the record straight. Like, no insult to anybody, but let's get real about our history here, right? Like, yeah. O siam tanoia minwaha siam and siai to greatels taman munchit say a quatchit anhalten squallowing nilquins latash kana kushaman tanachantla aslahan okameo tisk omashoth okameo onmanax squallowing not qui quain qui sa otus amshit tisman hums Wojcika Kayashtin. My name is Latash Kanam. I'm from the Squamish people. I'm from a village called Aslahan, and my elders asked me to share that last part in the language to say we are connected to the very first ancestors of this land. Glad to be here to share a story. The transformation story is about the sisters. These days people call it the Lions, which they turned into a masculine transformation. But it was actually a feminine transformation about two twin sisters. And it was during a time of the Squamish people where we were engaged in a lot of conflict with our neighbors to the north. We were having lots of wars and fighting with each other. And out on the ocean there, you would see, our war canoes heading out there to intercept the big canoes, and they'd be fighting out on the water, casting spells on each other. And over time, it really led to a lot of hurt, and we were losing a lot of people, and we weren't living in abundance anymore. We were actually struggling and starving. And it got to the point where, the bay was just full of empty canoes, and canoes of people that were having gone through war. And we came back to our last village, and we could see that the enemy was coming, and they were approaching our beaches, and we had twin sisters, but they looked out in the canoes, and they could see another set of twin boys over there, and recognizing that we needed to find a different solution to our problem. They went to their father, who was the chief, and made a proposal to him and suggested, we need to stop this war, we need to continue on in peace. And they made a proposal, said, we'll marry the twin boys from the enemies and we'll make the peace. And at that point they did. They had a big feast with our neighbors, and we agreed that from then on that we would not be going to war with each other, that we would make connections. And there's a place up the coast there called Potlatch Creek, which is where we had our big feast to make our peace. And we have transformers in our stories, and they're the ones who observe people upholding the laws, upholding all the positive things about the Squamish people, but also looking at things that they might consider odd or strange. They've also transformed them. But what they did for the sisters, they transformed the sisters to remind us to live in peace with our neighbors, that we can find a way to work together rather than go to war. And I sort of see it myself as how we come out of patriarchy and became holistic people again, where we could live in harmony with everything around us and be respectful through relations. Up on the mountains there, you're going to see the young twins. They're wearing their solquith, they're wearing their wool blankets, and one sister is leaning back on the other sister and sort of to comfort each other that they're the ones that brought peace back to the Squamish people. As far as the sisters go, it's a great thing because they're right there. They overlook our territories, and they are our guardians, right? And it's a reminder, again, to uplift people, to elevate all of our people, and give our people hope again, right? To recognize that if you come through a systematic approach to life, there's a lot of meaning here that people just don't know, right? We're not too sure we go into all of our stories, but that's definitely one of them. And we have to, recognize it as such. So when I look at Lionsgate Bridge, sometimes I just see the statue of the sisters there rather than the lions. But, again, it's not anyone's fault. It's just that it's a matter of sharing the story, right? Where we're not so scared about sharing who we are and where we come from. I'd just like to share a message to our young people. And I found over my life, I find a lot of strength in our culture, the beauty in our language, and the beauty in our connections to the land. I really encourage each and every one of our young people to find success, to adapt to our surroundings, but not to let go of who we are and where we're from, to uphold our chiok, our laws, our ways of doing things, to remember our stories, our teachings. There's a lot of strength in coming through this world together as a community, as family, and to elevate all of our people, but they all deserve success in this world. So to each and every one of you, I lift my hands, Hoichika, Chinkomantowi, Kayachtin, Kayachtin, Kayachtin. Your success is my success. So, Osia.